This video will show you the truth on creating your own reality. I'm going to be sharing with you some quantum physics on the topic and how you can apply that in your life so that you're able to get what you want. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be explaining some of the quantum physics when it comes to the idea of creating our own reality. How when we align our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, that gives us a powerful pinpoint precision on the intention that we have and what our job really is and how to let go of what no longer really serves us. Now, understand that it is a misnomer that we create our own reality. Now, what I mean by this is it in a way is true, but only to a certain extent when it comes to quantum physics. Now, the idea in quantum physics is that there are parallel realities. There are an infinite number of parallel realities that exist. And you may have seen the movie Interstellar, you may have seen other movies that kind of show this idea. And what is that movie? Doctor Who, you know, there's other movies that kind of touch on this using quantum physics, or at least the more mainstream version of it. But nonetheless, this is a game changer if you apply it in your life. I promise you that, because then you realize that your job is a lot less than what you actually thought that it was. Now, this is the main key difference that you can attain so much value from. Your job is not to actually create anything. It's to instead resonate with how you prefer to be, and as you do that, you will get the reflection that you want. The idea is that any picture you can imagine in your mind of what you want to experience, that reality already exists at a certain level, because what quantum physics shows us is that every possible reality we can imagine already exists now. It's just vibrating at a different frequency. And the idea behind this is, because that's the case, it's not so much that you have to create it, because it already exists. All you have to do is imagine it, you have to know that it already exists, and you have to take action and act as if. The more you do that, the more you begin to resonate with that kind of experience. Think of this in more the form of resonating than anything else, because when you understand it from the point of vibration, which once again quantum physics shows us that everything is vibration, it's just things are vibrating at different frequencies, therefore we see them as separate things. In reality, everything is a form of the same thing. We are all one, we're all connected. That's for another video, that's a deeper idea. And this is more just about understanding that we must resonate with the reality we desire by deciding, thinking, lining up our thoughts, our feelings, our actions in order to really experience what we want. Now, I've actually created a free MP3 guided meditation that you can listen to that will allow you to change your subconscious mind, to change how you think, how you act, and how you feel. And you can do that every night before you go to bed. You can do that for at least, I'd say, 21 days, and you'll start to see great results because you're changing your self-image and you're changing the way you see yourself. Now, the idea behind this is that we're not actually changing anything on the outside, we're more so shifting and resonating at a different level by changing how we think, how we feel, and how we act, and that's where the power is. Now understand, this is something that I've said many times. The most important thing is not to control the outside, it's to control the inside. Circumstances don't matter. The only thing that matters is your own state of being. So the idea is to stop looking outside and to start looking inside. To start to realize that as you think about things in a new way, as you change your thought patterns, as you focus on different things, you will feel completely different. In general, whatever you focus on, you feel. Whatever perspectives you're buying into, you will continue to perpetuate more and more of them, just because that's the way our brain works. Whatever we focus on grows, and when we learn that, we can start to really focus on what we want. So begin to focus on what you want, and as you do that, you change your thought patterns, you change the way you feel, and the more you do that, the more you create momentum, and the more you create yourself in a completely new way. Understand that in neuroscience what they say is that neurons that fire together wire together. The more habitually you are thinking and focusing on what you want and on being who you prefer to be, the more likely you are to shift and become the version of yourself that you already want. Now, this is the power of understanding parallel realities. It's not actually our job to create it, it's our job to resonate with it. It's a completely new perspective, but when you do that, you see that your job is to embody the actions, how you think, how you act, how you feel, and to not be attached to how things happen. That's not your job. Your job is to put in the work, put in the action, put in the feeling, the emotion, whatever it is. But as you do that, to not be attached to the outcome. If you're attached to the outcome, what you're really saying is, I haven't changed yet because I still need something to reflect it back to me because I don't believe that it's already happened. Think about it as you're looking into a mirror. If you waited for that mirror reflection to change, you'd be sitting there forever. And you know that it sounds funny, right? You're not gonna go over to the mirror and like kind of have a frown and like, oh, you gotta smile, because that just seems ridiculous. But what you would do is you would change first off yourself, and then the reflection would change as well. But you wouldn't be attached to what that reflection is because it's just a simple byproduct. It's like, of course the reflection is going to change. That's the way it is. But what we do in a way is we start to kind of smile, and then we keep peeking. We keep like going back to whatever expression we had on our face. And we start to smile, we go back to peeking, and then we keep being attached to that outcome. The key to this is to let go of the outcome by understanding that as you simply take action, as you embody how you think, how you act, how you feel, which in a way is changing how you are resonating and how you are feeling, that as you do that, you are shifting through different quote-unquote parallel realities as they talk about in quantum physics. And the idea is that as you do that, you are then creating a completely new type of experience for you. So this is something that absolutely transformed the way I see the whole process, because then instead of me trying to control everything and thinking my ego knows everything that it needs to do, I then switched the script and realized it's more about how I respond to the mirror reflection. It's more about how I respond to the external circumstances, because our state of being plays more of a power in than you even understand. So that's why it's something I really like to emphasize, because I got to remind myself of it sometimes. The circumstances don't matter. The only thing that matters is my state of being and how I respond to it. If I choose a positive meaning, I get a positive effect. If I choose to focus on the good, I see more of the good. That's just the way it works. Doesn't even have to be the idea of the law of attraction. It can just be simply the RAS in your brain, the reticular activating system, is always looking for patterns. It's always looking for more evidence of whatever it's focused on. So if you focus on the positive things, nonetheless, you will find more and more of it. So this is simply a matter of trusting the process, understanding that what you want already exists. You already have it. All you have to do is line up your intention, line up your action, not be attached to the results. Go about it, and as you do that, you will start to see the reflection that you want. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that little notification gear so that you're able to see the daily videos that I do. The way YouTube does things now, also hit that notification button, because that's the way you're able to see the daily videos that I do. And other than that, I'll see you guys on the next vid. Peace, much love, namaste.